Hello and welcome, everybody. I am Zilla, and welcome to my stream, Ancient Gaming, where I play games with ancient studies content and talk about it. Today we are continuing my run of Okami, a game about the Japanese god Amaterasu in wolf form, going about freeing the land from the curse of Orochi, an eight-headed snake demon. If you are new here, please feel free to hit like and subscribe and all of those things. I also keep all of my recordings on my YouTube channel, which is down there, Zilla's Athenaeum. And you can follow my socials and maybe even support me on Patreon if you feel like it, so that I can keep making more of these videos. So, if you would like to start from the beginning of this stream, or maybe check out one of my other games, you can always check that out on my YouTube channel. And otherwise, we are probably going to dive in shortly. If you are here in chat, please feel free to say hello. I'd love to hear from you. And otherwise, let's get loaded. That means something different than what I meant. Whatever, we're running with it. Okay. So right now we are running around Tsuta Ruins. We were looking for dog Ume. I don't think we actually found him yet. Although we did come through the, let's see. We did come through a bit of a maze and a lovely ruined area. Clearly we have not explored all of. So the story up till now. Thank you, DJ Trundlebot, giving us a little bit of sing-song to start with. Loadin', 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 get those doggos loadin'. Okami. That doesn't work, it doesn't scan. That's my problem. Okay, we've got nasty tree to deal with. I'll deal with that first. Fruit's already gone. Okay, so 100 years ago, in the land of Nippon, an old name for Japan, in the village of Kamiki, or God Tree, there was a demon named Orochi who was eating maidens from the village, and a white arrow would strike the home of the maiden who was to be sacrificed next. An arrow hit the home of a maiden called Nami, or Izanami, to reference the Japanese deity, and her sweetheart Nagi, or Izanagi, went after Orochi with the help of a white wolf named Shiranui. Shiranui, I'm not 100% sure, it probably means white beast. I forgot to look that up. Shiro is white. Nagi had the help of not only Shiranui, but also the Tsukuyomi, the moon blade, a magic sword which sealed Orochi. They defeated Orochi and sealed him away. And no more maidens were eaten. Yay. Orochi resembles in a lot of ways the sort of Western idea of dragon, but in Japanese mythology, a dragon is a benevolent water spirit, most commonly associated with rivers. So, 100 years later, and someone pulled the moon blade out from where it was set in the moon temple, sealing away the spirit of Orochi, and Orochi came out and cursed the whole world. And the god tree and the personage of the Shinto goddess, the spirit of the peach tree in Kamiki. I don't know if there is such a spirit in mythology specifically, although there are plenty of nature spirits. Sakuya woke Amaterasu up from the statue of Shiranui, implying that indeed we are and were Shiranui and Amaterasu, the sun goddess, head of the Japanese pantheon. So we are going around uncursing areas, defeating villains, and generally helping out the people that we find. Since Amaterasu cannot talk, only Bork, we have with us a friend in the person of an annoying little spirit called a little person called Isun, or Isunboshi, sort of the Japanese Tom Thumb. Isun means like sort of kind of 1 inch, like little guy. Also associated with giant hammers and moon spirits and and by the way, we also have magic brush powers, as I recently demonstrated. So we are currently exploring this region, the Tsuta Ruins, where we have been told that the dog Ume, which means plum, has been lost. And once we get Ume back, we will be able to progress past the area that we were just in before Tsuta Ruins, which is the Agata Forest, because we are waiting on Ume's owner to build us a bridge so that we can get past. It was destroyed quite recently. Got ourselves a little lucky clover. But it didn't like that angle. Let's see if I can get a better one. So, gods in this world get their power from praise, both from nature and from humans, who are a part of nature. So what's all this then? Have we been in here? This looks familiar. Maybe this is where we came out of. Yeah, we've totally been through here. Okay. So. Oh, right. We need to go into the giant Dogu spirit. Statue. Not spirit. I mean, who knows? So, Dogu, these ancient Japanese statues. Alright. So we've not actually learned how to use these flying peaches, but I know that we can. What's this? This is some kind of cursed cow skull thing. Cows are not actually native to Japan. Neither cows nor sheep. And most people in Japan are lactose intolerant because cheese and milk are just not normal parts of the diet there historically. So I'm not sure what animal this is meant to be, but I mean, it's certainly after contact with the West. I mean, that being said, they had contact with China for a very long time. Japan was, and don't get mad at me for saying this, but Japan was a protectorate of China for a while. There's a third one. I don't know what I'm doing here other than filling in these icky, cursed spaces. I'm sure it will become clear to me at some point. Ah. Alright, so doing all of that atmosphere clearing made the peach bloom into some kind of... Oh, and we're about to learn a new brush technique. Fantastic. Looks like we've got another monkey spirit. Now, these are the three monkey spirits of of blooming brush techniques. Monkeys are always a bit mischievous, a bit silly, and also very clever. So we've met two of them before. These are not, the brush spirits are not, to my knowledge, anything outside of this game, but they're they're all, you know, animals that are local to Japan, or mythology local to Japan, and they have lots of things going on for them. Monkeys are both commonly mischievous and commonly sort of trained, like you would get like little dancing monkeys. So that's kind of what's going on here, is you can have monkeys in little hats that are trained to do fun tricks for humans. So this one is called Tsutagami, and you'll notice that's the name of the ruins. So maybe we'll get an idea of what Tsuta is meaning in this context. So Hanagami, Kami-gami, when you have two Japanese concepts merged together like that, often there will be a sound shift. The way that it's written is going to stay the same because you use kanji or pictographs, like the Chinese characters that they took during the period in which Japan was in heavy interchange with China. And so one of the things is that kami, when it comes second, is usually shifted over to gami. But it's going to be written with the same pictograph. Each kanji, each character has typically 3 different readings, although sometimes some of the readings are the same. I'm not an expert in this anymore. I do know people who are, though. But they're different readings based on what kind of context the kanji is in. So if it's by itself, it has one reading. If it's in a name, it has another reading. And if it's in a word, in a position in a word, it has a third reading. So kami and gami are the same. They mean God. And hana means flower. So the 3 monkeys here are the 3 flower gods. They all bow to Amaterasu, the ruler of the gods. God of Flora. Ah, tsuta tsuta means vines. Right, I did look that up last time. Oh, DJ Turtlebot, isn't that a chicken and egg issue? Is milk less common due to the widespread lactose intolerance and not vice versa? No, actually. We actually know in this case. Because humans developed tolerance for lactose, and we can trace that, along with having milk-producing animals in cultivation, domestication. That's the word. Domesticated milk-producing animals. And since Japan did not have any domesticated milk-producing animals, we know that that is linked to why there's such high lactose intolerance in people from Japan. So sometimes we know, sometimes we don't. So great question. So we're going to be able to swing from these flying peach bloom things using Tsutagami's vines, the vine god's vines. That's a Konohana blossom, so it's a blossom from the peach tree that is in Kamiki Village. Try making vines sprout right out of it. Oh, from the peach tree to me. Ah, okay, so that's how we jump around. Handily, they move the camera so we can see the next one. So, we're up here, but there's more up to go. Still, let's explore what this is. Oh, not much, it's just a ledge. Well, fine then. Wonder if I can skip that. Looks like. This is a bit less tricky than the Zelda equivalent with the hookshot and pea hats, but this is also the training area, so I don't know if it will get more difficult. I can't remember. I have played this a long time ago, but you know, long time ago. So we are now partway up the Dogu statue. There is peach blossom up there if we want it, and there's also a path this way. Okay. Where was that peach blossom? Oh, right there. Nope, I gotta be in a camera view where I can see both it and me. Fun with camera time. There we go. Okay, where to? There, to. Yoink. I feel like I should make a Tarzan noise, but I'm not quite that undignified yet. Whoosh. Okay. That one's upside down, so it's going to drop us. this probably comes up. So, 1 vine per hook. Yeah. I don't know what the boing noise was. But in we go! Oh, I think I had run out of ink, that's what. So here we are surrounded by statuary. Various, various time periods. The Haniwa statues, these ones, that are often the basis of things like, you know, the Cactuar in Final Fantasy, the gyroids in Animal Crossing, stuff like that. These little leaf head guys, which I think of as forest spirits. These very, very humanoid statues from a totally different time period than either the Haniwa or the leaf head guys. All of them technically Dogu statues, although Dogu usually refers to the big one, the one that's here, big, that has those strange eye shapes with like huge eyes with a cross right through the middle. Not a cross, a line. So let's save our game. Maybe we're about to have a boss fight. Creepy that these candles are lit, isn't it? And where is there up to go? Ooh, presents. Godhood tips. Human skulls? We haven't seen those here before. There's money hidden inside. Because that's how this works. Ow. Fresh fruit. Okay, so that's our brush techniques. We've got plenty to look at here. Let's see what we've got. We've got a new fortune. Oh, that's not that interesting. We went and got that on purpose, but we've got godhood tips. String attacks into combos to increase your level of godhood. Godhood creates a barrier that deflects enemy attacks. So running or dying in water, our curse zone resets your godhood. I didn't know that. Well, that's annoying. Ooh, wrong button. Oh, we've got new stuff in the bestiary, do we? Oh yes, the bud ogre. So they use ogre to translate the word oni, which is a type of sort of troll, demon, spirit thing. They often have faces like this, or like that cursed lock we saw last time, where it's like bright colors, exaggerated features, horns, pointy teeth. They're often depicted kind of like a troll, like a big brightly colored giant walking around with like a loincloth and a club. So this particular one is designed to work like like the treasure blossoms. Make sure that my thing is still working. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. Um, where you have to open it up to actually get to it. Yes, back. And a new treasure tome. Oh, it's our incense burner. Take a nice close look at it. It looks actually like it's surrounded by a metal vine that is quite nice. It's a nice little hanger for the incense burner. Okay. That's plenty of that. Enough of that gibberish. Let's... Oh, hey, more skulls. Bust them open. No respect for human remains. I'm a god. What do I care? Incidentally, should you ever come across any actual human remains, please do not treat them casually. Those were once people, and their relatives, or even just their fellow cultural folk, will probably want those remains treated with respect. And mistreating human remains is a constant problem of colonialism and racism. Everything from mummy unwrappings to museum displays of looted indigenous American bones. It's just really not good. So I'm treating it casually in game, but please don't in real life. Yeah? Yeah, we're ready. Let's go. Leap first, think later. Well, I guess if I fail this boss fight, we'll think about it. Why has it always gotta be giant spiders? I really don't like spiders. I mean, they do the world a great deal of good, but ooh. I don't get along with arachnids, generally. A golden gate. Okay, so this is using an unusual gate as a checkpoint. Yeah, we're fine. I'm not worried about that. Just really don't like spiders. They've crept me out ever since I was little. I had some bad experiences with them. It's very typical for like a Japanese piece of media to undercut a very tense moment with absolute absurdity. There are a lot of things in storytelling that we don't tend to think of as cultural that actually are. And tone progression and duration is one of them. But also story structure very much so. There's, you know, the stereotype of the hero's journey, for example, that you know, you have your basic, you know, your basic setup where there's a lone hero who's going out to accomplish a goal, and then there are these markers that are very common to a lot of different places. That's very white male Indo-European. But like, a lot of times, things like that don't take into account other ways and other cultures of storytelling. And Japanese storytelling, there's a whole modern style of storytelling called the I novel, as in me. because the idea of a story taking place from a single person's perspective and being about them was actually not super common. And that's like since World War II. So it's not surprising that Japanese storytelling often takes more collaborative form. There's often more than one protagonist, and the just the conventions are very different. And even so straightforward a thing as the direction that you read can change. I think I've mentioned before that in Japanese, you write top to bottom and right to left. If you're writing horizontally, you write left to right. But if you're writing vertically, which is more common and usually how novels are printed, you're going to start on the right side of the page. And that's why manga and Japanese books flip the other way from English books. And like, even so simple a thing as I was talking to someone about unnatural movements that people can make, and they mentioned as one of their favorites the idea of reading a newspaper, you know, like going back and forth. But that's actually not unnatural if you're an ancient Greek, where they often wrote what they called boastrophodon, the way that an ox turns when it's plowing a field. So they would actually write like that, back and forth. Well, here it comes. Oh, what undignified posture. Dogs are so undignified. I sit here with a cat curled up next to me. Oh, that does not look pretty. That flower is so cursed. Look at those eyeballs surrounding the stamen. Oh no. Pistil? Stamen? I don't remember. Not a biologist, sorry. Isun, are you gonna get trapped when this thing stands up? Oh hey, it's Ume. Ridiculous. Wolf breath. As if I didn't just save your bacon. Well, here it is. Giant cursed spider flower monster thing. Oh, it is kind of shaped like Orochi. Apparently Orochi is its master. God. I didn't catch that. The first character was woman. Spider Queen. Awesome. Isn't it always? Just the worst. Just the worst. Oh, the hands being backwards thing is another common sign of a ghost or cursed being in Japanese mythology. Oh, if you've ever seen The Ring, this is probably a familiar image set. with the hands that are the wrong way and the hair falling over the face in disarray kind of thing, and things just not just barely being wrong, but being so wrong. Womp womp. Yeah, they're making. I'm sure they're translating jokes about the fact that Okami means great god and wolf, depending how you write it. No. Gross. So I'm gonna have to draw vines from those hooks too. Get it? No, didn't. Come on. Stop it. Okay, what if... What if my camera didn't suck? Is that enough? That's it. Slash it. There we go. Let's go. No, stop that. Ah, so close. Out of here. Go. That'll stop you. I can do this. No, don't you dare. I'm so close. Ah! Okay, so fighting it really is the best thing for me. What? What is that? Oh, I don't like the look of that. Just shake it off? Or did it not stick in the first place? so hard to tell. Oh, here's a bust of the flowers. Alright, there we go. Boy, I hate spiders. And she turned into a beautiful lotus blossom, a symbol of the Buddha and enlightenment. But Tsutaru ends. Ah. Get a new weapon. Shiny. I don't know why it felt the need to tell that part as a fairy tale. Ooh, look at that! I like that. Ink bullet power. Gotta love the misogynistic language here. Sorry, Mr. Chat. Dog being God backwards does seem like a decent way of translating that joke. Yeah, I do think that's what they were going for. And sakura blossoms fall from the sky. Apparently I did not do well at this challenge since the timer is at seed. Would I like to save the game? Of course I would. I don't want to fight that thing again. Just carrying Ume. So here's Ume's owner, the hunter's son. Oh, he's yelling at us because we stole the key to the ruins. But we brought Ume back. You would definitely not have been able to get Ume back, kiddo. Warp. I guess we were able to talk to the dog off screen. I don't really know what this is. Some, toxic masculinity nonsense. I will say that there's a ton of that does translate reasonably well between American and Japanese culture. Um, Particularly stemming from the samurai idea of like, a man is supposed to be his honor, be his sword. Which also leads to a lot of toxic misogyny, which is sort of wrapped up in toxic masculinity in both places. It comes out slightly differently. I mean, that really does not make any sense when you think about it. Like, this dog did something stupid and dangerous and got eaten by a monster and would definitely have died there if a literal goddess hadn't come and gotten him out. There's no reason that should teach you to be brave about building a bridge. But I guess if that's the lesson you need to take from it. Still don't know why oh! I was doing poorly, huh? I didn't realize. I guess I should probably eat something. It looks pretty. Let's see how that goes. Still can't dig in rock. Where am I going? What's up here? Nighttime, huh? I don't really feel like dealing with that. Let's make it daytime. Because I can. It does look pretty, doesn't it? This is the way to Shinshu Field. That's Hitoshio Spring, which I don't think I've done anything with. Isn't there a person right here? What's up? Okay. Hey, monkeys. So where's that bridge supposed to be exactly? there's the ruins. So is the hunter's hut. Hi, bunnies. What's up here? Something I already got. Ah. Right. Power I don't have yet. Oh. Okay, so it's not that way. Oh, here's that bear. What up, bear? I don't know what's in here. Let's go find out. Oh! This is the way out. And I need a lily pad. The lily pad closer to the wall. I don't want to go back to Shinshu Field. I want to go find that kid's bridge. Oh, hey, look. There's some, so there's some plum blossoms up there. I don't know where they start. Presumably I can't find them later. Hey, look, no falling damage. Gotta be where the kid was. Kid is no longer here. Alright. Taka Pass. What's up, Taka Pass? Can we get up Taka Pass? Ah! Taka Pass is where the kid is. Excellent. Right where I was hoping to go, eventually. Oh, Susano. So that's our Nagi descendant. He is very incompetent, and he's writing a log. Imploding barrel flying monkeys. Oh gosh. This is very silly. Use the brush quick to do what exactly? have anything to tie it to. Like, clearly I'm supposed to hook this to something, but there's nothing. Ah! There was a blossom there. There's one. No, I missed. There's one. Come on! I don't know why it's not working. Hey! There was one right there. Oh, okay. Got one working. I'm probably gonna have to do this again. Probably have to get it exactly right. Yeah, yeah. Got one. Got two. Ah, missed one. Got three. Okay, I can just barely get this one. Oh, didn't take. What about this one? No! Okay, there we go, that should do it. The brush does not seem to snap to valid targets. It does light up when I hit a valid target. Hey look, we fixed the bridge. No. No, you did not. You'll never get anywhere in life running from danger and surviving to be an adult. Oh, jeez. I'm not sure I agree with these life lessons. I saw that only briefly, but I believe that was the kanji for love. Oh, but you can see on Ume's side little plum blossoms drawn in their fur. That's very silly. By pops, he means Susano. Okie doke. We can feed the dog. We should absolutely feed the dog. Ah. Yes. Dog friend. Okay. Let's head up to Taka Pass and see what we can see. Oh, first things first. Treasure! Ink bullet tips. Excellent. Let's take a look at those. Ah. Neat. Oh. And in the bestiary, the Spider Queen. on to Taka Pass. Let's see what it's like. Taka meaning high up, tall. Taka Pass is still cursed, not surprisingly. I bet we will too. There are a couple of people here. There's a tea master, it says, but so presumably those dango are about being served alongside tea in a ceremony. Usually I think of them as festival food, though. I think they might be a snack seller. Precious tool of trade. A teapot? Mischievous moles. Oh, those are new. Bet we're gonna have to dig them up. What about you? What's become of Kusa village? Kusa. I believe Kusa means grass? Yeah. So there are a couple of different potential meanings, but it probably means grass, so it's probably a village in the plains. I don't think it was true at the time that this game was made, but it is true now, so I wonder if this will be a thing in Okami too. That the grass kanji has become the sort of shorthand to say that someone is laughing. Because through a really fun series of linguistic events, actually. So, the verb to laugh in Japanese is warau. To smile, to laugh. And, if you're spelling that out in English characters, in Roman characters, which they call romaji, that starts with a W. And the W, if you say it enough times, starts to look like grass. Just a little spiky over and over and over. And so that transformed into kusa, or grass, the kanji being shorthand for laugh, the way that we would say LOL or something. About Mount Kamiji, where the big windmill is. So, not sure which G that is. There are a few of them. Kami, again, the word for God. Terrifying growls, huh? Looking like the end of the world is here. We've got a merchant. The divine wind, the wind of the gods, is translated as kamikaze, a word you may know in a totally different context. So the kamikaze that we use in English is a very specific usage from the divine wind, the kamikaze fighters, who were Japanese fighter jets, basically. They're fighter pilots. The idea was that they're so fierce that they would rather die in battle than go back and not have completed their mission. So when we say kamikaze, it usually means suicidally hardcore. But kamikaze can have other meanings too. They were, the idea was that those fighters were there writing the wind of gods. They were the will of the divine wind. A fresh fish from Okami. Yeah. What do you got? What do I got? I have fish. You can have my fish. Okay, that didn't do anything special. Okay, so Taka Pass, of course, is up in the mountains, the high pass. Any pass, really. You can see Kusa Village up there with the windmill, as predicted. And off in the distance, what is that? Come on, give me a decent angle. The city checkpoint. So that's probably towards the capital. But I think this is a good time to stop for the day, so we are going to save this nice convenient origin mirror. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And I will see you next Saturday for more Okami. Okami! Thanks, and hey, keep learning, friends.